In the headlines, commuters resort to traveling by road following the suspension of train services after bandits attack. Police arrest suspects for allegedly bathing female lover with acid for refusing his marriage proposal. NDLEA arrests 7-man drug syndicate operating at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Lagos. And shelling continues in Ukraine despite Russia's vows to scale down offensive. Welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Zainab Bala. Hello and welcome. The Federal Executive Council on Wednesday observed a minute's silence in honor of the victims of Abuja-Kaduna train terror attack. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, who requested that a minute's silence be observed, said both the main train and the rescued train were attacked, resulting in the death of 8 persons, over 46 people injured and several others kidnapped. In attendance at the virtual Federal Cabinet meeting being presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Chief of Staff to the President Professor Ibrahim Gambari, National Security Advisor Major General Babagana Monguno, and Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemiason. Now, following the shutting down of Abuja-Kaduna train service as a result of bandits' attacks, commuters have resorted to traveling by road. Chairman Dabeng visits Jabi Motor Park to speak with passengers on the development.
Attack on a train plying the Abuja-Kaduna route resulted in not just injuries but the deaths and abductions of several passengers. As a result of the incident, the Nigerian Railway Corporation was forced to shut down operations, leaving Nigerians who intend to make the journey to Kaduna with no other option than the garages and parks. Now we're currently standing in the popular Jabi garage, where Nigerians continue to make the journey to Kaduna despite the incident.
Nobody seems to be happy about the situation because I think they had it coming for a long time. We've been hearing of the tracks being vandalized in one way or the other, but for it to be getting to this extent of having a bomb being detonated on the train, it's really a heartbreak for the nation at large. The train seems to be the better options when it was really working fine, but for now, I think the buses feel safer for me to take than going for the train now. We in this part of the world, we are very religious people, so we're always hoping on God to just take us to our destinations in peace. You can't really depend on the security on the road now because they are doing their best, but it seems as if water pass Gary. So that's just the situation of things now. So we're just praying. Everybody leaving their homes now, it's like you going down on your knees and praying, God, just take me to my destination. You really can't put your hopes or your going to the journey being safe on the security as it is right now. So it's just on God.
I heard about the incident, but I have no option other than to go back to my state because I can't find any place where to live in Abuja before the incidences or the situation can be calm. So I find myself in a very difficult situation that today in Nigeria, the express is not safe, the rail is not safe, and the air too is not safe. So one has no option and we have to travel. The train is safer. It's safer. Anything can happen in the express and a lot of uncertainties as well. But the train, I think, is safer. That's the alternative I have been using for quite long. So now I have no option other than to use the car. I pray that our executives and the legislatures will put all hands on deck to bring an end to this problem because it's actually haunting the economy of the country. You know, we have lost quite much on the transportation money that the NRC generates daily. You know, it's no more. And people are afraid to travel, you know, businesses are dying and it's really killing our economy and the state has to wake up for this call and it has to be considered as a national issue before we can all solve the problem together.
That is why I'm even going to Kaduna now, because one of my Oga lost his daughter in the tragic event. That's why I'm even going to Kaduna now to condole with the family. Yes, he's my Oga, and his daughter is involved. She died. The corpse was discovered at the 44 hospital yesterday, so they buried her, so I'm going to condole the family now. Everybody knows what is happening. We don't need to deceive ourselves. We all know what is happening. And there are authority in charge that are supposed to do something, not we ordinary people. Do you understand? So everybody knows what is happening, and they know, and they hear. They heard all that happened. So let them do the needful. People cannot stop traveling because of what is happening. But let the government who are involved, that swear to protect the lives and properties of the citizens, let them do something. That's just all about it. I only use the train once. I work in Abuja here, but I live in Kano. I stay in Kano. So anytime I'm going to Kano, I go by road. You understand? So if you're going, just pray. If something is going to happen, it must happen. Just pray. That's all. Even if something happens now, it's only if it is happening that I will not travel. But if it's not happening, I will just pray and enter road. That's all. So the government, the authority need to do something. Let them know that people are dying every now and then, either in the train or the road and other distance. So let them do something. That's just.
The attack is the second since bandits launched an explosive attack on the rail track in November last year. They, however, did not succeed. This time, the bandits not only derailed the train, but also abducted certain numbers of passengers, killing at least 8 and injuring many. A visit to Jabi Motor Park indicates an increased inflow of passengers because of the suspension of train shuttle service. Chamun Dabeng, Trust TV News, Abuja.
People's Democratic Party, PDP, has condemned what it describes as the continued insecurity and near worthlessness of the lives of Nigerians under the insensitive and cruel All Progressive Congress APC government. In a statement by its spokesperson, Dekpo Olugunagba, the PDP said the successful ambush of the train on the Abuja-Kaduna service by terrorists who killed many Nigerians, abducted scores of others in an operation that lasted for over an hour confirms PDP's stand. Olugunagba stressed that the Security Command and Control Coordination structure under President Buhari has collapsed. Still ahead, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government must be committed to the protection of Nigerians. Atiku was reacting to the attack on a Kaduna-Abuja train by gunmen believed to be bandits. He noted that the attack that left some passengers injured and others kidnapped is condemnable, adding that the government's commitments to the protection of the life and property of the people must remain sacrosanct. Now, Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi on Tuesday said it would take more than $3 billion to replace what had been lost to the attack on the Abuja-Kaduna route. Terrorists had attacked a train on the route on Monday, killing at least 9 persons. Amechi, speaking to reporters after visiting the scene of the attack, said the unfortunate event could have been avoided if a $3 billion digital security equipment had been acquired.
What is up there? Oh, it's too loud. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's crazy.
Elsewhere, police in Adamawa State has arrested one Kama Hamanjoda for allegedly bathing his female lover with acid because she refused his marriage proposal. The police in Adamawa told Trust TV it will soon arraign Kama in court after investigations revealed the suspect's culpability.
Ladi Ishaku is a 27-year-old final-year student of the Federal College of Education, Yola, lying critically wounded from an acid bath while sleeping outdoor on March the 17th to escape the Yola heat, which makes it unbearable for many to sleep indoors around this period in the state. This man, Kama Hamanjoda, boyfriend to Ladi, is a prime suspect. His arrest followed allegations by Ladi over his threat to make her suffer for turning down his marriage proposal. She speaks on her predicament.
He said he loves me and wants me to be his wife, but I later discovered he's a married man with a wife. Because of that, I refused marrying him. He then threatened that everybody will lose because of this.
Haman Joda, speaking to Trust TV, explains the circumstances surrounding his arrest by the police.
I am a suspect in a case of acid attack against Ladi, my girlfriend, whereas I'm innocent. I was picked up by the police at my mechanic workshop by plainclothes policemen who told me I was under arrest. I was brought before the DPO, who informed me of an acid attack on my girlfriend. I also told the police DPO that I am innocent because I'm not aware of the incident. This is how I got myself here.
Leaving any stone unturned to get justice for the victim of the acid attack.
Upon receiving the report, the command apprehended the person in connection of the case, and the Commissioner of Police have directed investigation into the matter. As I'm talking to you now, the command is investigating, and we are gathering both human and material evidences available to see how we can charge him to court for law to take its course.
Mother of a little schoolgirl killed by her teacher, Murja Suleiman, testifies before a Kano State High Court in the murder trial of Abdul Malik Tanko. She told the court that a tricycle rider kidnapped the girl on December 4th last year and that the rider turned out to be her school proprietor. Murja told the court on February 4th she received a phone call demanding 6 million naira ransom from someone who later turned out to be Abdul Malik Tanko. Defense counsel Mukhtar Usman told the court that he is not ready to cross-examine her, and the presiding judge, Justice Usman Naabba, adjourned the case to 12th and 14th April for cross-examination and commencement of defense.
Today's hearing is when they called the seventh witness, who happened to be the mother to the victim, came and testified. It was put to a stall when we challenged the tendering of the wordings in the GSM, which was overruled. But notwithstanding, we just felt it would not be out of place if we go into cross-examination without going through the content of the statement made in the GSM communication that transpired between the first defendant and the seventh witness, prosecution witness. That was what transpired today. And the court obliged us the opportunity to come and cross-examine the witness at the next adjourned date, which is slated for the 12th day of April 2022. And if we are opportune also, if they finish their case, we'll close on the 14th day of April 2022.
Why did you refuse?
The issue of cross-examination, there are some things that one has to consider. First, you have to be availed with facilities of the whole case before you even commence trial. But to my dismay, it's very alien to law, where you take the other party, that is the adversary, by surprise. It's not allowed in law. Everything that you want to do must be put to the table so that the person will prepare well, because it involves life. And that's why we felt we are not in the mood to proceed, and the court ruled in our favor and caused for an adjournment. Ordinarily, everything that will go into hearing must be availed the other side, that is the defense counsel. We complained that the other time you could notice they were giving an piecemeal, which is not supposed to be. But the provisions of 36 sub 6B of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it has stressed that every facility, it didn't say one, every facility will be furnished to the other side so that they will prepare for their case. But surprisingly, we were taken by surprise. That's why we objected to it, and the court, out of its wisdom, allowed us the opportunity to take another day to cross-examine the.
Elsewhere, Osun State High Court sitting in Oshogbo Wednesday dismissed a no-case submission filed by all by all the accused persons in the murder of Obafemi Awolowo University student Timothy Adegoke. The court said the owner of Hilton Honors Hotel Ile-Ife, Abdurrahman Adedoyin, and 7 other accused in the matter have case to answer over the death of Adegoke, who lodged in that hotel. Prosecution counsel Emo Omosun had prayed that no case submission by all the defendants be dismissed, as prima facie case has been established based on evidences presented before the court. Osun State Chief Judge Justice Adekbele Ojo, in her ruling, dismissed the no case submission for lacking merit. The judge said with exhibits presented by witnesses and admitted as evidence by the court, the prosecution has established that Timothy Adegoke lodged at the hotel Ile-Ife and that his body was interfered with and disrespectfully evacuated. The judge then ordered that they enter their defense. Responding to the ruling, defense counsel Kehinde Eleja told the court that they were not ready to immediately file their defense. He then prayed the court that defense counsels would require time to prepare their defense. Justice Ojo adjourned the case till 25th of April for the hearing. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA has arrested a drug kingpin heading a syndicate operating at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, and 6 other members of his gang. Spokesperson for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Femi Babafemi, who confirmed the arrest on Wednesday, said the Lagos Airport Drug Syndicate is behind the smuggling of over 1 million tablets of tramadol seized on Tuesday, the 15th of March by NDLEA operatives in collaboration with aviation security and customs service personnel at the airport. Babafemi also revealed that a professional methamphetamine cook and a lawyer were also arrested in Owerri, Imo State, and Ado Ekiti in Ekiti State, respectively. The seizure includes 17 cartons of 250 milligrams of tramadol branded as Tamra, weighing 669.70 kilograms, and 5 cartons of 225 milligrams tramadol under the brand name Royal, with a gross weight of 217.15 kilogram. He further stated that the psychotropic substance, which was imported into the country from Pakistan, was smuggled through the airport tarmac using one of the vehicles of the Skyway Aviation Handling Company and was intercepted at the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria personnel yard. You're watching Trust TV News Update coming up. Mystery behind Kano Ponds. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Trust TV News Update. Here are our top stories. Commuters resort to traveling by road following the suspension of Abuja-Kaduna train services after bandits attack that left some dead, injured, and others missing. Police in Adamawa State arrest one Kamahamman Joda for allegedly bathing his female lover with acid for refusing his marriage proposal. Still ahead, chieftains of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, say the emergence of new political movement will change the dynamics of party politics in Nigeria. They speak at the party's national convention holding in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Trust TV's Shafiu Suleiman was there.
The party came to limelight recently when some political heavyweights of like minds resolved to forge a strong alliance that could dislodge the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC.
We have three groups, the TNM, the Konkosia, and the NNPP. The TNM is the movement of Nigeria, that is the new Nigeria movement, which comprises of artisans, technocrats, market men and women, and retired generals for the rescue of the soul of Nigeria from the political holocaust. The PDP and APC have put us.
Forget that the PDP is 23 years old. Forget that the APC is 8 years old. We have all seen and witnessed their leadership styles. And it is what they did or what they did not do that gave rise to what we have now. That's the new Nigeria People's Party.
An arrowhead of the new political movement and former governor of Kano State, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, hours ago decamped from the main opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, and obtained membership of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. A move some political analysts say is a bid to explore the strength of his vast followership at the forthcoming election.
So our inability to stay comfortable with PDP or with APC is because they cannot accept ideological politics. They are birds of different feathers. PDP was formed to just take away military from the scene, and APC was formed to take away PDP from the scene.
When you talk of 12 million membership, followership, I mean for Buhari in those years, I can tell you that we have more than such numbers, and time will tell.
But beyond flexing political muscle, his staunch ally Bibi Farouk says the motive is to build a political party that is truly people-oriented with strong ideological base that syncs with the vast majority of the downtrodden.
This is the very first time that we are going to effectively change the dynamics of political party politics in Nigeria. We are going to dissolve the thinking that only two parties must dominate every election. Two parties could dominate every election, but it must not be the same parties. Nigerians will have a choice to build other parties, make them significant, make them be able to defeat the ruling party.
Right at the entrance gate of the polo ground here at Gwarimpa in Nigeria's capital Abuja, a venue for the National Convention of the NNPP, a political party just rejuvenated with the entrance of the former governor of Kano State, Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. You can see behind me, the red caps are trooping in. Some will say it's more like an event that, would bring together the red cap movement in Nigeria, talking about the Konkwasiya movement. As the new Nigeria People's Party holds its national convention to elect new leadership after conducting its state and local government congresses, observers say its ability to attract Nigerians across geographical boundaries, ethnic and religious affiliations is critical to its winning elections. Shafiu Suleiman, Trust TV News, Abuja.
There you go. Now, the newly elected national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has resumed duty at the party's national secretariat in Abuja today. Senator Adamu, a former governor of Nasarawa State, arrived at the Buhari House alongside other members of the National Working Committee and a crowd of supporters. He emerged the party's helmsman last Saturday at the national convention of the APC held in Abuja. This is his first appearance at the party's headquarters since his election. Elsewhere, stories of young boys drowning to death in ponds and open waters across many parts of Kano State have been a source of worry to many residents. In this special report, Trust TV correspondent Idris Jabril visits some of these ponds and reports that residents oftentimes use them for different purposes. His report.
It is difficult to imagine that this is anything but a swamp in the shadow of residential building across many parts of Kano metropolis.
We have many open water here in Kano. Within the metropolitan, we have Promise Open Water, which is located at Gorza Road. We have Ramin Kalanzir, which is located at Mariri Bypass. We have Krosha Open Water, which is located at Sauna. We have Ruwan Dantata, which is located at Gunduawa Hadija Road. We have Ruwan Yandanko, which is located at Kumbotso local government area. We have Ruwan Yarraki, which is located at Bachirawa. Then Last one, we have Ruang Italia, which is located at Kumbotso local government area.
These ponds where children pass time to swim are being used for sand mining, local fishing or stone excavation in some places. But it also kills people, most of whom are children.
I know this open water for many years and it kills people on an annual basis. At least every year, 10 to 17 people died here. At lowest, we may record like 8 to 9 deaths. I know this place long before the water started killing people, because we do come here for sand excavation. Now there is lot of water, but honestly it's killing people regularly, from 10 to 15. In fact, I had witnessed several incidents where dead bodies are recovered here.
Every now and then, open waters in Kano claim the lives of mostly children like these ones, basically because there seems to be no one to stop people from going near such places. Kano State Fire Service is responsible for carrying out rescue operation whenever it happens.
We have attended open water cases. We attended 113 open water. Out of the 113, the number of people dead in that case is 98 people lost their life out of 113.
In some places, residents use these pond sites to dump refuse, while others like Fulani herdsmen do bring their animals to drink from it. Criminal gangs and drug dealers are believed to be using such places as hideouts.
Open waters like this one within the commercial city of Kano are many, and small children like this ones are coming here every day. There is no guards or gates to protect it, not even a sign to mark how dangerous this kind of places might be. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
And on the foreign scene, Ukrainian officials reported shelling around the capital Kiev and the northern city of Chernihiv on Wednesday, despite a promise by Moscow to scale down military operations there. Meanwhile, Norwegian Defense Ministry said on Wednesday that the country has donated more weapons to Ukraine to help the country defend itself against Russia's invasion. And that's it on News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I'm Zainab Bala. Thank you for watching.